Latifah just has this innate warmth and strength about her. You know, you just meet her, and she's larger than life, and that's really what August had to be. August is an iconic character, and yeah, I just believed that Latifah could do it. And when I met with her, she loved the book before, and then loved the script, and loved what I had done with the script, and she just really wanted to play that maternal thing. She felt like she was a place in her life, you know, where that's where she wanted to go, and she felt like, you know, she could really bring that to the movie. And you know, she kind of played that role on set. I mean, she was the queen bee, you know, and everyone just took to her like that, all the other actors.
You know what is probably the thing that drew me most to this script was that you get to see these dynamic women. You know, everybody's different from one to the next, and I think for the longest in Hollywood, that has been our complaint. The fact that we were relegated to the maid, relegated to the comedian. The guys always had to wind up in a dress somehow, you know, or the criminal, you know, some thug robbing you. I mean, it was always that, and it was never the layers of who we really are and the dynamic, you know, ideas of who we really are. I'm different from her, she's different from her, you're different from all three of us. And you didn't get to see enough of those differences on television and in film. And I think, you know, that was the major complaint of African Americans at that time. Yeah. You know, it's gotten a lot better since then, but that was the major complaint. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those films that, you know, epitomizes or exemplifies rather that it exemplifies how we can be completely different from one to the next, and it's just beautiful to watch. To me, I think it's just wonderful to watch this family, this group of people. I've had the great fortune of being involved in these kind of projects, from Living Single to Set It Off and to this. You know, I've had an opportunity to play on screen with 3 or 4 black women completely different from each other and get a chance to sort of show that. So it was just like, I love whenever I get a chance to do this, you know, and then to be on top of it, to have the bonus of having this nurturing ability and this fighting, you know, this freedom fighter sort of spirit through Alicia's characters or Jennifer's characters, who are way more outspoken and outgoing with it. Whereas, you know, my character, she gonna go vote, she'll go register, but she's not gonna make much of a big deal about it. She's just gonna go do it. It's, you know, it's nice to see that difference, you know. So I feel very, very proud to be a part of it and having it directed by an African American woman. I'm still kind of torn between saying black and African American. Yeah. Black is nice and quick, boom.
I think it'll be a great movie for people my age to see who have never experienced, you know, any racial issues in their life. It's just, thank goodness it's not a factor to most young people my age anymore. So I think it's great for, you know, friends of mine to go see it, to see what people went through, you know, back in the 60s during the Civil Rights Movement. I think it's really important for everyone to see that, you know, if they weren't a part of it in some way, for them to be able to know what, you know, people sacrificed for us to be able to live amongst each other without the thoughts of skin color.
I just loved the book. You know, I really just loved the book. I remember just thinking, oh, it oozes humanity in that book. And I read it in like a day and a half. I was in a hotel and I just read it. And I just remember ordering everything with honey afterwards, just ordering room service. I wanted honey on everything. And I went and bought some honey cream bath thing that I could put in the bath. And I had honey lotion. I was just stinking of honey. So it was just kind of one of those kind of very, very I don't know what the word is, but it was a tasty read.
There's a reason why I love the book, and so there's no reason for me to try and stray away from that at all, and, you know, wanted to stay true to the vision of the book. So the hardest thing was, what don't I put in, because there's so many great things. But at the end of the day, you know, I found the framework for the script within there, and then it was just filling it in from there. And, you know, the hardest thing as a writer is you kind of put everything in the book, and then you have to finally step back and say, okay, you know, the book is a book and the movie is a movie, so now I need to start putting some of my vision as well into there. And that's when, you know, the new scenes that aren't in the book came into this. But, you know, again, this really, I hope, is the book.
I've been in love with this story since I read the book years ago. And I thought that I would want to be May. I just thought May was so interesting and so unexpected, you know, and so difficult. But as time progressed, June was brought to my attention, and I read through June, and I just realized that there's nobody else I could have possibly been in this film. I mean, June speaks to my spirit. Like, she speaks to who I am right now as a woman and the things that I'm learning about, even in my own personal life. It's very parallel in a lot of ways for me, which is interesting. So June she's so vulnerable, you know. You see her and she's kind of like the bulldog of the sisters. You know, she just everybody, she doesn't want anybody messing with her family, you know. She's very, very self-protecting, and she's had a lot of things that have happened to her personally.
First, he looks exactly like the description in the book. Exactly, down to the dimples, I mean, that's described. And his smile, it's like he's got the greatest smile, and I just wanted that youthful exuberance. And again, you don't see it on The Wire, but you saw his chops. Like, he's a really good actor. So in his audition, he just brought this youthful exuberance, and he was adorable to look at, and that was important too. And again, he's going to be going opposite Dakota, who's ridiculous. So he had to be able to go toe-to-toe with her. And, you know, we saw that in the audition as well.
It's very significant to see that you have this kid who's still stuck in the 60s and stuck into this oppression and these oppressive times, and that he still wants to come out and become something to help not just his community, his nation, to be a lawyer. So I think it's it's a very strong aspect of Zach, that it shows that he's not just a regular kid. He's not just a football player. He's somebody with thoughts. He's somebody that wants a future.
I've wanted to work with Alicia so bad, and of course Queen-Latifah and Sophie. Watching her work, she inspires me every day, all day. All of them do. And, you know, everybody is, it's like on one accord. It's like sisterhood for real. Their strength inspires me every day, all day.
This land has been in our family for over 40 years. My sisters May, June, and I have made good lives for ourselves in the hunting business. It was May who got us to paint the house pink a while back. It makes a statement of its own, I guess. We're pretty lucky in a world that's gone crazy. Who we got here?
I'm Lily, and this is Rosaline. We need a place to stay. You see, my mother died when I was little, and my dad just got killed in the track accident on our farm. We're on our way to Virginia, except I don't have money for a train ticket or a motel, and not that anyone would take in a Negro woman, even though it's a violation of the Civil Rights Act.
You know she's in some kind of trouble.
Well, who's gonna take them in if we don't?
So what if that trouble follows them?
I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I really do. I just need some time to figure out why, so don't say anything.
Your secret. Lily! You do what you want with it.
All right, this one is dedicated to all my honeys. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving.
They're so cultured. I never met women like them before.
It's like it's got its own spot in the world, but the outside don't come in.
Keep it down. I'm practicing.
This is Lily. She's staying with Miss August.
You staying in her house?
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me where you are right now, you hear me?
Hey, boy! Get him off! Get your hands off!
What I don't understand is, what are you doing staying with the boat ride?
You're wasting time. You know who took him.
I brought the outside in here.
Lily, that wasn't your fault.
Yes, it was. I'm unlovable.
You listen to me now. There's love all around you.
Say it's all right. It's all right. Say it's all right. It's all right.
I love you, Miss Rosaline.
June boat right. Will you marry me?
Whoa, it's all right.
Don't ever be afraid. We are enough.
'Cause it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Everybody clap your hands.